Have you tried to learn music theory and have looked at a bunch of different YouTube pages and Instagram pages and books and magazines and internet articles and you feel like you've read all this information, but you're still left not really understanding music at a basic level? I've been there. Many people that I coach are there. Many people I've taught over the years and I've interacted with as a musician have been there, have been right there where they want to learn, but it just hasn't stuck. Well, if that's you, you're in good company. That's normal. And so I think that there are three main reasons that music theory is hard for most people. And they're not super complicated things, but the reality is, if we can get these three things in alignment, if we can understand these three basic concepts of music theory, then I believe that we will get ourselves on the path to learning music in a way that ultimately transforms our lives. I mean, as a musician, music is the best thing I've ever been a part of, and I want you to experience that. So no matter where you are on your music theory journey, here are three reasons why music theory may be hard for you and what you can do about it. So the first is really simple, that we don't have a sequence. That when we go to learn music theory, we follow a bunch of different Instagram accounts, that maybe some Instagram guitar accounts or some jazz accounts or maybe gospel piano accounts. And these accounts are awesome and they're putting out phenomenal material. But we're trying to basically consume hundreds of pieces of information without any sort of sequence, without any sort of rhyme or reason. That one video we're talking about the Lydian mode, and the next video we're talking about a minor pentatonic scale or a different chord progression. And when you consume all this information, you can feel like, man, I kind of get it, but you're trying to learn 7 and 8 without knowing 1 and 2. So I believe that if we can get a good sequence together of understanding that this basic concept leads into a little bit more intermediate concept to an advanced concept, different applications of it, then that will set us up to not just understand and learn the material, but most importantly, it will give us the confidence to know that, hey, we actually can talk and understand music theory in the best way possible. So the second reason I think that people struggle to learn music theory is that we don't pace ourselves well, that there's no pace. So I don't know if this is your story, but this is my story, where it'll be 11 o'clock at night and I've worked all day and I'm tired, but I'm just mindlessly scrolling through my phone and I'll just naturally see a bunch of Instagram accounts and it'll say things like, here's 3 positions of the pentatonic scale on the guitar. And so I'll watch a video and it's phenomenal material. And I'm like, cool, I can learn that. But then I'm like, wait, if I don't know my basic pentatonic scale, how can I then apply it to 3 positions? So I try to learn everything I can and basically drink from a fire hose. But then after a week, I sort of burn out and nothing really stuck. So I think if we can get our pacing together, where we say, hey, here is a sequential, paced out idea where we basically learn small concepts and keep building on them, that will help us to overcome that gap and learn music theory and learn to understand and talk about music in the best way possible. And the third reason I think that music theory is hard for a lot of people is that we don't have a coach, that we don't have somebody walking alongside us that has been a little bit further than we are, that can show us common pitfalls, that can say, hey, maybe instead of trying to learn your pentatonic scales over 3 positions, maybe learn the 1 and understand what that is, what a pentatonic scale is, or how do I build a major scale, or I'm hearing this chord progression and I don't know what to do with it. I don't know how to make sense of this. And so the 3 reasons I think that people struggle with music theory is we don't have a sequence, that we don't pace ourselves very well, and we don't have a coach. And if that's your story, I can tell you you're in good company, because that was my story. But we've worked hard to develop and make music theory, make a program that can answer all 3 of those issues, that can be the solution to all 3 of those. To struggle without having a sequence, we've created the 9 building blocks of music theory. That's a basic guide. Every lesson builds upon each of the previous ones. It also paces yourselves well, that you're not trying to learn all of these difficult concepts right away, that you're getting the building blocks, the foundational pieces, and then you build upon it, and then you can start to understand and add more music theory ideas and concepts and different styles. You can add those into your musician toolbox, but you have a foundation of good learning. And with that, you get myself, Kevin, as a coach, that I get to come alongside you and help you out and be there with live teachings and via email and some paid coachings that are coming down the line. And so I think if we can get those 3 things together, if we can pace ourselves well, if we can get a good sequence, and if we can have a coach, we will finally understand music at the level that we want to. And so I want to give you a free gift that in the link below, I've created the 9 building blocks of music theory. That is basically a free guide. It's my gift to you that walks you through the 9 beginning steps of music theory. So if you know absolutely nothing about music and you're just coming into this brand new, you could go through this guide, understand the 9 building blocks, and you will have a good basic concept. And it's my free gift to you. I would love for you to click the link below, get the guide, and let me know how it works for you. Shoot me an email and tell me how this is. Leave me a comment. Tell me what pressure points, what parts you don't understand. I want to coach you through this because music's been the best thing in my life, and I want it to be the best thing in your life. So thanks for watching. Get the guide, and we'll see you next time.